I'm Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop, and we thought we would throw in an extra video. What I'm going to do today is show you Moda collections that will be shipping October and November. Then I'm going to show you Riley Blake collections that are shipping in early 2023. I'm going to show you some Ruby Star collections that are shipping at the end of the year, and I'm going to show you an upcoming Tula Pink collection. I'm going to talk through what's on our website, what you can pre-order, what you can click to be notified. This is a different video, and I haven't really done this before standalone, so if you love this video, give it a like and comment and let me know, do you want more of these videos or less? And that will help us know if we should keep doing these. So I'm going to start with Moda, and they have this catalog. If you want to see the catalog in depth, it is on modafabrics.com, and they have a little section that says catalogs. And this is the issue 53, and this started showing to stores in May. And the first page is kind of a preview of, what you can expect to see in the book. The feature collection is cinnamon and cream, and just like a little teaser, we're going to be featuring this one as part of Socialites 2. So I have a lot planned with this collection, and there's a lot going on with this one. So with this one, there are 5 new patterns from Fig Tree. So this first one, I'm not sure if it's a fox, but I think it's a fox, and this one will be a quilt kit. So you can click to be notified when the quilt kit comes in. It's called Francesca. This is a pattern called Harvest Stars, 9 patch blooms, leaf checkerboard, and then Twirl is an older pattern that she redid, and it comes in a brown version and a cream version. A new thing that Joanna is bringing is some new ribbon. It's 1 inch wide. It's very nice quality. We are going to be selling them though on rolls of 25 yards. We don't have the capacity to cut them down into smaller pieces. So it's going to be kind of expensive, but I think the red and the green are going to be the best sellers, and really nice quality. They would be great for project bags, things like that. And then here's the collection overall, just so you can see it. Kind of the range of creams, peaches, greens, dark browns. She had a collection years ago called Cinnamon, I can't remember, Cinnamon something. And so this is kind of like a harken back to that. And I think that was like 15 years ago. We also are going to have a quilt kit called Cinnamon Twist. It is a Jolly Bar kit. So we will have a Jolly Bar of this collection. And the kit uses 2 Jolly Bars. And this collection ships in October. So now I'm going to show you the collection. And these are, I'm going to try to make them all fit. These are definitely browns at the top, and then it kind of goes into more of a cinnamon brown. But I definitely will be on live streams showing lots of quilts made out of this collection. I am very partial to the colors in this, and I am going to show you 2 pieces from this collection that I'm going to be using to be finishing off my branching out quilt. And we are going to have a free layout for you, but this is going to be one of my setting triangles. I'm going to have some star accents in that quilt and binding, and it's going to be this fabric. And then I really like this one also. So you're going to see that used in a quilt coming up. These, and what I do like about this collection is in the browns, there's a light and a dark. In the peaches, there's a dark and a light. In the greens, it goes from light to dark. So you're going to have a lot of different shades. So this is peach. The white on white is this print right here. It's a tri-dot, I guess. And so this is the white on white. And there are a lot of this little dot that has 4 little pieces. There's a lot of those in here. I think there's 6. So those would be great accents. So again, this is called Cinnamon and Cream. It's by Fig Tree Quilts. I love this one. And I'm going to be showing this in Social Lights, and it's going to be towards the end of the year, and that's our free program where we give you free quilt blocks to sew with us each week. So again, 2 quilt kits. You can pre-order the pre-cuts at fatquartershop.com right now. So that'll give you a heads up on that, and then it will ship to you first. The second it arrives, we will ship it out to you. And I'm going to be going in the order of the catalog. The second collection is Dwell by Camille Ross Kelly. It is going to ship in November, and there are 4 108-inch quilt backs. I can show those to you here. These are going to be really popular. So I think these will go with a lot of her and her mom's previous collections, but these 108s are going to be very popular. Now, just so you know, when a collection comes, sometimes the 108s come on a different day or even a different month, and that's because the 108s are made in a different country, just so you know why. This has all of Camille's new patterns. The one on the left is called Hometown. It is going to be a quilt kit. All of these will also be PDFs, and you can click to be notified when it comes in. And this pattern is called Vintage Remix, Nesting, Simple Plaid, and Skyline. And you should start seeing the PDFs on this on our site already. They should already be online, I think. And then if they're not, they'll be online in a couple days. I can't remember everything. Dwell, this is the collection overall, so you can see the shades from white to blue, and then I love this pink. Now, I showed you the first kit, which is called Hometown. That's designed by Camille, and it's kitted by Moda. The next kit is a Jolly Bar kit. It's called Painted Ladies, and it uses 1 Jolly Bar, and then it has a lot of background to make it kind of a bigger type quilt for the Jolly Bar. So we will have a Jolly Bar in this. And this collection is pre-sold, so if you go online and look, you can pre-order the pre-cuts. And these are the navies. This one is also going to be featured in Social Lights. So Social Lights is going to be featured in 2 collections. This one and Fig Tree, only 2 this time. And I will be sewing with both. And this one has a lot of cap sets, and there's a lot of colors. This is a bigger collection, and this actually goes really well with her previous 2 collections. Off the top of my head, I can't think of the name of them, but the previous one was blue. Now this I absolutely love. I don't think she's done a red and white polka dot before. I don't think she's done a binding like this before. And these 2 are my favorite prints. So this pink, I'm going to try to come up with something that I can use this as a background for, because I love this pink so much. And then this is really nice. So it has a little bit of red in the accents, but not as a main focal. These are gray, and this is the white on white. It is the same size dot as this. And then this is similar to the 108. I'll put it next to the 108 so you can see. So I guess it comes in both 108 and 45 inch. And then the last cap set are your greens. So I love this collection. This is probably my favorite one she has come out with since she has been designing on her own without her mom. I don't know if you guys know, but her mom retired. And again, this collection has a lot of these very good tonals that can be used as backgrounds or accents. So this is Dwell by Camille Ross Kelly. Ships in November, has 2 kits, and you can pre-order the pre-cuts now. So we'll keep going in the catalog. The next collection is called Red and White Gatherings. It is by Primitive Gatherings, And this time Lisa Bonjean has come out with a book, and it's called Red and White Gatherings, and all of the patterns you see here will be in the book. We have one quilt kit called Garnet's Quilt Kit, and it uses 2 Jolly Bars and a combination of you're going to see that this has 2 different reds in it. We also have in this a quilt kit from It's So Emma, I believe. So I think that there's an It's So Emma quilt kit in this that we need to add. In here, this is the collection. It's a little bit smaller. It has 30 prints. It ships in October and has all of the traditional pre-cuts. And this is more of a pinky shade. So this is more of a pinkish red. And this collection really moves from pinkish to reddish to burgundy. So there's definitely some burgundy in here. And here's your red cap set. So these are definitely your true reds. Now, I haven't planned anything with this one yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this one, but I do think I am going to do something with this. So that'll be exciting. And then here are burgundies. So with this group, what I like is, and I'll show you, is if you were going to do a red and white quilt, you could do that. If you wanted to do something like Texas A&M, which is really popular here in Texas, this is more of a burgundy, so you could do that, or you could just mix all of them. And this actually goes really well with the Ann Sutton group called the Flower Garden. The background, the pinks are similar, the backgrounds are a little bit different, but you could mix and match that. So that is Red and White Gatherings. Ships in October. And of course, on any of this, if you have any questions, just pop it in the description box and we will be happy to answer them. The next collection is called Amelia's Blues. It's based on 1840 to 1890 prints. The designer is Betsy Chutchin, and it ships in November. These are all going to be Betsy Chutchin patterns. And there's a really good bio here, and it talks about how bloomers were named after Amelia and Amelia Bloomer, and it talks about, you know, how she kind of changed women's dress, you know, so that they didn't have to wear pants. It's a really cool article right here. This is a blue, white, and yellow collection. And I'm going to show it to you. So this is, Betsy does her groups based on reproduction prints. I'm going to see if these match the Dwell real quick. I'm going to see if I put the Dwell with this, if it would mix. So this one has like the lighter and the darker, and that's one thing that I really like about these Moda collections is there's a lot of shading, and that will give your quilt some definition. So if you wanted to mix, that is Dwell in the lighter colorway, and then this doesn't really match at all, but the darker might. I mean the medium might, sorry. The medium might match a little bit. The yellow, I love blue and yellow. My first house I ever owned, gosh, I'm just getting old, like 20 years ago, everything was blue and yellow. And on this one, there isn't a cream on cream. There is a blue on cream, and then yellow, brown, and blue and yellow on cream, but there's not just a plain cream on cream. I know that's a question that we get a lot. Her bindings, really beautiful and would look great on the bias. And if you ever want to know what a binding looks like, because sometimes I struggle, for example, let me find a print that might. Like for example here, I'm going to move this and show you. Sometimes I struggle with binding, and you know, what is the binding going to look like? So on here, you just do that and you know, okay, my binding's going to look like that. But say you want to do binding in this, I don't know what that's going to look like. It could look good or not. So you could just do this, and then you know, okay, it looks like that. But when you do binding this way, it's going to maybe kind of look funny when you join your strips, because some might look like this, and then some might look like, you know, they're going to look a little bit different. So that one I'd be kind of scared of doing binding, even if you went this way, because sometimes you're going to have more of the open spot, and sometimes you're going to have more of that. So you can kind of, that's what I do at home, is just kind of play with the fabric to see how the binding is going to look. The next collection I'm very excited about, and I wanted to talk in detail a little bit about it. I was actually quite surprised about it a little bit. So Moda had some crossweave that's been popular for years. The SKU numbers are 12119 and 12120. Now, if you go to fatquartershop.com and you look, there's only about 6 SKUs left, meaning they have left 6 SKUs in print still. And most of those are the darker colors, like the blacks, and that is because Fig Tree has used those extensively and Camille has used those extensively. And I think they wanted to come back and just add some new colors. I want to show you the kit that Moda is offering. It's called the Tailor, and it is designed by Kitchen Table Quilting. And there are a couple of other patterns here. One is a puzzle, and this is the color range. But I wanted to show you, it's different. So this is a soft crossweave, totally different. The other crossweave was very thick and had kind of a ridginess to it when you touched it. This is a soft crossweave. So it is thinner and smoother. So I just want you guys to know that, so that when you order the new crossweave colors, that you're not surprised that it's totally different. And I'm sure with this, it'll be the same thing. Whatever sells well will stay in print. Whatever doesn't sell well probably won't stay in print. And I am excited about this group because I love this one. So this would look really nice. No, it wouldn't. Let's see, with the pinks. Hold on, I gotta find the pinks. That looks really nice together. So I think some of these could be backgrounds on quilts, and I'm actually really happy that that it's thinner, because I just think it's going to be nice. And then this will be the most popular one. This is color 27. And I believe we're doing a smaller bundle that just has some of the neutrals, since some people might only want the neutrals. And this is, I want to show you these together, because a lot of people are only going to want this for the dark colors. So this is the dark, this is color 27. And then these are the remaining colors. And this will be and then this one is these two are similar to the previous ones. And in between these two colors is what the color that was really popular before was in between these two. So I'm not sure which one will be your favorite, but I would love for you to comment and let me know what color on this you're looking forward to. And then once I'm done with Moda, I want you guys to comment and let me know what your favorite 3 collections are, because we do look at that. And the reason we put everything up beforehand is Kevin actually looks at how many people click to be notified when a collection comes, so that we can try to have enough on stock when it comes in. So this is crossweave, again, really soft. I mean, it does have a little bit of a texture, but when you touch it, you don't feel it. Whereas before, there was a texture and you could feel it. So that's really fun. And I think some of the Moda designers will do really fun stuff with that. So I'm excited about that. The next collection is Grays by Sweetwater. And on this one, there's a panel, and I am going to, here's the panel right here. I don't have it here to show you, but it is a canvas panel, I believe, but I'm not sure. But it is a panel that is, it comes pre-packaged. So let me go to the website and look real quick and see kind of what it looks like. But what I am doing with this is I'm just going to take this, do nothing with it except I'm just putting a binding on it and a backing. And yeah, this is a pre-packaged canvas panel that's 36 by 54. And it's just got little like pre-packaged seed things. And I think this would be really cute in my house. So I'm going to just take the panel, put a binding and backing on it, and have Gina quilt it for me. This is going to be a Sweetwater pattern, and this one is kind of like it's kind of like farm lifey, and a lot of these things are, I think, like seed packet-ish, but I don't really know. This right here is the white on white, and it is a dot, but it's a pretty thick dot. This is a cute paisley. And then this stripe, you know, you could put it on the binding like this, or that. This is red, white, and blue. This would be cute for patriotic. And then this is really, I think, going to be popular. It's got feed, gather, harvest, graze, farm, plant, ranch, cultivate, all of the things that I would have no idea how to do. Then she's got kind of a yellow, but it's got a bit of cheddar in it. That's the only way I can describe it. And then it looks like they could be some little blue bonnets in there. And these are polka dots. So this group, what I like about it is it has lots of colors. So this would be a great group to use for like a sampler-ish quilt so that you could get lots of blocks with lots of different colors. And then this one I think is going to be the popular one. It comes in tonal and then the colored one. And Sweetwater has been doing the prepackaged panels for a while, and I like those. They're more expensive, but they are much bigger, and they're usually pretty thick, so they're sturdy. And I think that panel just lends itself to that look. Let's see, Horizon Dairy, the Farmhouse, Farmer's Market, Blue Ribbon, Grays. Some of the colors here are very American Jane-ish. So if you have some old American Jane that you're looking to add some colors to, this would fit in. And I really do like these little checks, plaids, super cute. And once I get the panel, I think it's already actually being worked on by Gina. So once I get the panel back from Gina, I will show it to you and show you how it looks on live stream. So join me every Friday. The next group is called Happiness Blooms. Happiness Blooms. The designer is Deb Strain, and it ships in October. And on this one, this is a very home deck collection, so I'll be very interested to see how it does. We have an Ivy and Fern quilt kit. It's an Itzoema pattern that will be available as paper and PDF, and also as a quilt kit. The next one is called Happiness Sampler, and let's see, it is right here. So it is designed by Coach House Designs, and it uses a section of panels that I'm about to show you and then pieced blocks. And these are also Coach House Design patterns. 2 panels in the white and the black, and there are 108 quilt backs. So to show you the 108 quilt backs, I'll start with these. I hope that these could stay in stock at Moda because I think they are very evergreen, and I really like the color of the black and the tan. So these are 108. Now, of course, you could do what Lori Holt does and just get a little tiny piece of it, which I know is kind of hard to do, but you could use this within the quilt. So this collection, actually, let me show you here. So these are the panels. The blocks are approximately 8 inches square, and the collection ranges from cream to aqua. It's really kind of a green aqua, and then a black. So I think these are magnolia flowers. This is a basic. It looks very much like a marble, but it's not. It's part of the group. Trees. This would look really good as a background. This collection really reminds me of Home Dec. So I'm going to be interested to see how people use this and if they use it more as a quilt or table runners, you know, which way people kind of lend themselves to it. And then, like I said, this is a blue, maybe it's a country blue. And it does have a tinge of green to it. And like this is like a greener blue. And that's really pretty. So definitely think people will be using this. Now, if I was going to be using it, I would use those two colors. I would use, this would match my house right here. These two colors. Some of these greens would match, but the dark greens would not. But I think they're like little, they might not even be magnolias. They might be roses. I don't even know. Family, love, home, together. Some little, they look like little Christmas trees. But the designs are very much Home Dec. Like I could see these like couches made out of these. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like totally couches. Now the black, it is a soft black or a chalkboard black. Maybe not quite chalkboard, but it is not a true 100% saturated black. It has some softness to it. This is going to be very popular. I think that would make really cute pillowcases, and that would make a cute pillowcase video with that on the edge. That would be really cute. You'd have to cut it a certain way to do that, but that'd be cute. This I think would look really nice as just a plain, if you just made a big piece like a 30 by 80 and just quilted it and just bound it, that'd make a really cute table runner. Or even like for the end of your bed, all on its own. And this is beautiful. And it's the same here, but you can see the full bouquet there. And like I said, this is just part of the collection, so it's not going to be a basic, it's just going to be part of the group. So that is Happiness Blooms by Deb Strain. And I'm going to just kind of put this next to it so you can see how this is like a strong black and this is slightly saturated, just so you can see the difference between a true black and how saturated it is. And then I'm going to show you the panels. And like I said, these are approximately 8 inches square. And this is like, it's definitely a cream, and I would say this background is the same as that background that's in the group. It's kind of marbly. These would make cute little pillows. You could just cut a square, put some piping, add a little border, bind it, be really cute. So those are the cream. Again, 23 inches wide. And then this is the black. And I love that we get the full piece. I love this one. I have a little sign at my house that says that. Really cute. So very humdick. And it ships in October. Now this year, Moda will not be shipping any groups in December. And because of that, some of our clubs that are going to ship in January are going to be like from November. And that's why, because they're not scheduling anything to ship in December this year. The next collection by Moda is called La Grande Soirée by French General. I have no idea how to say that. These are patterns by French General. I'm not going to say them because I don't want to make a fool of myself. There are no quilt kits with this one. And the collection is 36 prints. It ranges from cream to a soft blue to a true red. Ships in October. And very traditional French General fabrics. This is color 21 of French General favorites, so it's an existing color, but we will have it in stock. And I personally love this. The pink in this is awesome. You'll kind of see that I just love anytime I can find a little tinge of pink. Excuse me. And then this one would make a cool binding. I think if you did it this way, though, it would not look good. Because it would kind of, when you join it, I don't think it would join up exactly right. And then this is definitely a French country blue. No greenness to it, just a very true blue. And this one is also an existing, it's color 169. And we are working on getting a bundle of all of the French General solids. That SKU number is 13529. And it's been on our website for quite a while, but we are hoping by the end of June that all those colors come in and I can get that done for you guys because I've been looking at that daily. Some colors did come in last week, but not all of the colors. This one is color 19. So you can start, we're not almost to the end, we've got about 5 more, but if you have your favorites, go ahead and type them in. I love to see what you guys think, or if there's a certain print you like. You could even tell me what your favorite basic is that you buy from Moda. A lot of these tonal prints are really nice. And this is a red, like this is the darker red. This is a little bit lighter. This is Oyster, I believe, color 20. And then that's a beautiful floral. So that's La Grande Soirée. Ships in October. And then going further in the catalog, Nutmeg by Basic Gray. This one has lots of Basic Gray patterns. This is Sugar and Spice, Heartstrings, Nutmeg Spice, Baker's Lattice, and Trade Winds. And I love this Heartstrings, so I can't wait to see that in person. Hopefully I'll get to see it. We don't have any kits planned with this group. And this group has a range of colors. It's got some oranges, yellows, navies, creams, and a cool kind of goldish green. This one ships in October, and this collection has 37 pieces. And then this one, I believe these are new grunge colors. And so, like I said, it's a green, but it definitely has kind of a yellowish tint to it. And Basic Gray always sells really well for us. Grunge is our number 2. Our Bella Solids are the number 1 seller of basics. followed by grunge, followed by spotted, and then followed by French General Favorites. I might have missed one or two, but those are the ones I order the most. This is really pretty. So this is more of an orange, and this is more of like a mango. This will probably be our third bestseller out of everything. And I think the reason Basic Gray sells so well is there's so much variety that it gives you a lot of ability to do lots of different types of quilts, from traditional to modern to home deck. I feel like an old person saying home deck. Remember when they used to have home ec classes? Gosh, they need to bring that back. I'm such an old lady. Love that print. Definitely like very original blue. So pretty. So like I said, all the grunges, I believe they're new. They start with 5. So that's how I think they're new. Now this next one I'm going to show you, we started carrying because we got so many emails from you guys. You were like, oh my gosh, we love Robin Pickens. We were getting so many customer service emails. So we started carrying it. So you get to see this because y'all love it. These are patterns by Robin Pickens, and this one is called Pansy Face. It has 2 sizes, and this is also 2 sizes. It's called Runway Strut. Ships in October, 28 prints, and it's definitely like a whitish cream and then light purple, dark purple, and then kind of 2 greens. So you guys love this. It's very watercolor, very purple, and her artwork. Now this one right here is, I cannot think of her basic, but it sells really well. The SKU number is 48715, so I'll have to look and see what that's called. But this is part of Thatched. It's not, okay, I know what it is. It's not Thatched, but it's a takeaway on Thatched. It has some dots on it that Thatched doesn't have. Thatch also sells really well for us. So at first, Kevin and I thought that was Thatched, and our sales rep said, oh no, it's like a similar. So all pansies and posies, and this would look really good as a binding. And then you can see the full piece, and this is kind of this is the thatched in the background. So we do try to keep all of the thatched colors in stock. And the green, it's there's some lighter here and some darker, but it's kind of one shade. So definitely interested to see what you guys sew with this. Maybe some of you can sew socialites with it. It has lots of big, bold prints. I think that the Layer Cake Lemonade would look really good with this because it's it would really focus these big prints so that you wouldn't lose it. You know, when you cut them up, you lose the design. So Layer Cake Lemonade would look really good with this. And so you'll notice there's actually 3 purples, like a lavender, a purple, and then a deep purple. So for everyone who loves purple, this has got it for you. And this is really nice. It's kind of like a checkerboard that's got a lot of detail in it. And then this is kind of that, this is that print. So that is Pansies Posies by Robin Pickens, and it ships in October. I think that would be very popular. Our next collection from Moda is called Rendezvous, and we are pre-selling this collection on the pre-cuts. It ships in October, and we have a couple of quilt kits. So the first one is called Marseille. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It's an Itzoema pattern, which will be available paper and PDF, and as a quilt kit. So Marseille is an Itzoema pattern kit. Shadow Stars is going to be a Moda pre-packaged kit. The pattern is Designs by Sarah J. And that one finishes at 72 by 84. Marseille finishes at 73 inches square. And this, I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about this print for a while. This is the third time Moda has put this type of print out. And every time they put this out, it sells out. So we, just so you know, this time bought a ton of it and should have enough, but they had a Christmas one that was similar, and then they had another one that was similar, and it just goes crazy. The colors in this group are cream, a very, very light taupe gray, green, peaches, reds, and navies, and a little bit of black. This has 40 prints. This collection benefits the QUILTalliance.org, so Mark Dunn donates to them. This group does have two separate backgrounds. One is a vine, and one is kind of like a little bouquet or stems. I don't know. I'm really bad at describing. And then very traditional Three Sisters colors. And again, this is one of their bigger collections, 40 pieces. And then here's the gray I was talking about. So this is the same print as this, except it's gray on white instead of white on cream. So this one has a lot of backgrounds. We are putting together a bundle that we can pop up that is a neutral bundle, and it is going to have all the neutrals that I felt looked good together in this bucket. So we can show you that and tell you the name of that also. This is a range of pinks. And then really traditional, you know, I could go back years and years. I mean, this is very traditional. Red paisley always sells. And the aqua blue in this is really nice. So again, this one ships in October. This green is beautiful. I don't love green, but I like this green. And you can see there's a lot of tonal prints in these. And I was actually incorrect. These are all navy. None of them are black. And this, the background on this has a little bit of marbling in it. So it's got a nice shade. So there's that paisley again. So this is Rendezvous by Three Sisters. And I'm actually going to put this on top just so you can see real quick. So that's kind of how it looks together. The next group is called Songbook, a new page. The designer is Fancy That Design House. It ships in November. We have a quilt kit called Desert Daybreak, and it's an Itso Emma quilt pattern, and so it'll be a PDF, paper, and also a quilt kit. There are some different Fancy That House design patterns. One is called Blessing Flow, Rainbow, and then these are pillows that you can make, and some of them use the panels. Now I wanted to show you, these are going to be 3 tea towels. They sell them in sets of 3. And the last one that we bought sold out, I think, in 2 days. We don't sell them individually. We sell them in a pack of 3. So I am excited that there are going to be tea towels. These are the panels. There are 2 panels. They're both a cream background. This panel has, these are much larger and lots of color. These are smaller and they're all tonal. So on this panel, they're about 9.75 by 12. And then these are about 4.5 by 5.5. And then that's the collection overall. I'll show you the collection and then I'll show you the panels. So I would say this is definitely a cream. This is a religious group. It says, "Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. How great thou art, amazing grace, thou and thou only. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart." Butterflies. And this would make a great binding. That would look so good. I think I'm obsessed with bindings. I love bindings, and then I just put the most boring ones sometimes on my quilts, and then I think, what am I doing? This group's similar. I would say this has a similar feel to the basic gray because of the variety of colors and the amount of colors. There are 36 prints in this collection, so it's kind of a bigger one. And again, the designer is Stephanie Slowinski from Fancy That House Designs. So there's really, I mean, from everything I'm showing you, there's something to fit, you know, everyone's design. You know, everything that people are looking for, whether it's color or design, there's a little bit here for everybody. Lots of navy. And then I'm going to show you the panels. And like I said, they're both on white, so there's only 2 panels. They're both 23 inches wide. This one has the small 4.5 by 5.5 inch squares. And like I said, it's like 2 greens, 2 golds. It's very tonal. I guess this one's not really tonal because it has an orange and a pink, but these are very tonal. And when you see the next one, you'll see the others have more color and they're larger. So I love that these you could make little, I was thinking people could make some little notebooks, like notebook covers for the front and the back with these, and make a small notebook. Of course, I don't know if it fits exactly a notebook pad of paper, but I do think this is going to be popular. And then I'm going to show you the other, and then I'm going to kind of compare the two. The other one is also, like I said, 36 inches wide, but it only has 6 panels. And so they're same, some of them, they have the same saying. So like you can see this, it's the same saying as this, but this has color and is larger. This will be popular. It's really pretty. So there's that, and then I'm going to just kind of lay this one over just so you can see the difference in size and color. If you're trying to think, like this would be great for pillows. And that's Songbook, A New Page. The next collection is a smaller collection. It's called The Shores by Brenda Riddle. It ships in November, and we are going to have a Moda quilt kit that's designed by Brenda called Prisms Quilt Kit, and it is going to be the pieced version, and it's 84 by 84. She also has some other patterns: falling stars, reflections, waves, and propinquity. I don't know how to say that. I don't even know what that means. And then this one I was kind of thinking would be great for decorating like table runners, or it could even work for babies. And it is 29 prints, ships in November, and it's definitely like a white with yellow, blue, and green. It's really pretty paisley. And I like the softness of this collection. And then this one is it's showing more white, but in real person it's more yellow. Very classic prints. And of course these would be great bindings. And again, this one has 29 prints. I think this one will be popular just because it's very muted. And the stripes and the checks will probably be, out of everything, the best sellers. And then, like I said, this is a white over here. And then this is definitely not cream. It's more of a white, but it's got some gray to it. So y'all start thinking of the ones that are your favorite. I'm going to do a little summary at the end where I re-show you all of them so you can decide from the catalog to see which ones are your favorites so you can remember the names. The last one from this bucket, and that's what the fabric collections, fabric companies call these. They call them little fabric buckets. This is Zinnia by April Rosenthal. Ships in November. And we have a Painted Meadow quilt kit that's going to be an It's So Emma pattern and an It's So Emma kit. And if you look at the collection, it's April Rosenthal. She has a lot of really cool patterns coming out. Big City Queen, Wind Spinner, Flirty. There's a light and a dark version. Parcheesi, and then Scrappy. And I love this one. It's more of a red, white, and blue. And this collection is very similar in colorway to the collection that I used for the Social Lights Part 1. I can't remember the name of that collection, but very similar colors. So this one is definitely white. I try to describe it just so y'all know. This one is, it's crosses and dots. So I was thinking, when I looked at it, I was wondering if it was the Twinkle prints recolored, and it's not. It's slightly different than her brand new Twinkle prints. This is really cool. And then reds, and then a couple of pinks. And this one is similar to a lot of the other groups. So you can see the little diamond and the circle. Very similar in the fact that lots of colors. So this would look good for Social Lights also. And we will have more information on Social Lights coming in a couple of months. We're currently designing all the patterns, working with all of our wonderful designers. And then this one is a Twinkle print. I think it's probably a new color. This is my favorite part of the group, these blues. And then purples. So that is Zinnia. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip through the book. My three favorite are Dwell, Cinnamon and Cream, and I have to pick one more. Okay, so y'all vote and tell me your top 3. So this is Cinnamon and Cream by Fig Tree. That's my number 1. My number 2 is Dwell by Camille Ross Kelly. Red and White Gatherings by Primitive Gatherings. Amelia's Blues by Betsy Chutchin. Cross Weave. Grays. Happiness Blooms. La Grande Soiree. Nutmeg. Pansies Posies. Rendezvous. Songbook, A New Page. The Shores. And Zinnia. So I guess mine would be Dwell, Cinnamon and Cream, and probably Crossweave, the Aqua and Crossweave. So you can download this on Moda's site. And now we're going to move to Ruby Star Society. It is run by Melody Miller, and Moda distributes their fabrics. And I'm going to show you their collections that are coming out. The first one is called Floradora, and all of these can be, you can just click to be notified when they will come in. The designer on this is Jen Hewitt. This is her second collection with them. And this one ships in October. And this one has 31 SKUs. It does have some metallic. Some of the prints have metallic. So you can see that has metallic right there. I think that one's, I saw a building the other day that looked like that on the outside. And Kevin said, what is that going to be? And I was like, I don't know. So Floradora by Jen Hewitt. Lots of colors. And if you've never tried the Ruby Star fabric, it's so soft and so awesome. It feels so nice. And we do have a Ruby Star Society Club that comes out quarterly where you get an exclusive pattern and fabric to go with it. Fat quarters specifically. And then this is a white on white stripes. The next group is Petunia by Kimberly Kite. And this one, I think these are turnips. It took me a while to figure out what they were. And there are some really nice pieces in here that are very, they remind me of like just retro. I mean, that's what they're supposed to be, but 1970s. I totally had a kitchen this color when I was little. And little turnips. And then this is a pink, and this I would say is more of an orange. With it next to the pink, it kind of pulls the color, but it's definitely this little burnt orange. And we do keep all of the Ruby Star basics that are stocked in stock. So Speckled is our bestseller from that, and then there's Spark. And then these are going to be, I can't remember the name of this print, but they're just 4 additional colors that will be added to Kimberly's Basics. The next one is called Linear, designed by Rashida Coleman Hale. And I've seen a lot of these prints. The style of this is very 2022. Lots of geometric prints in this group. it ships in December. So Ruby Star does have some items that are shipping in December. And I would say this is, it's definitely not white, definitely not cream. I would say it's more of a canvasy color. Purple. And then this is definitely like a browner color. It's not, these two are black right here, and these are more of a brown, like a chocolate brown. And then I think this one's going to be really popular. And then here, there is a tonal print here. And then I think I don't know if that's yoga or exercise. I wouldn't know because I don't exercise. So this one is the woman with the hair. And then this one is the linear print. So it's these two in the background. It's a really sweet print. And then this is the rainbows with the lines. So this is Linear by Rashida Coleman Hale, and then I'm going to leave this out to show you the new basic that she came out with, just so you can see how it goes together. This is a new basic called Pixel, and just like any of Moda's prints, if it sells well, they keep it in the collection as a basic. If it doesn't sell well, they discontinue. Or if it sells kind of medium, they'll keep some prints and then discontinue others. This is really cute. So that's part of it. And Pixel ships also in December, and it has a total of 12 SKUs. So you can let me know from Ruby Star which one's your favorite. My favorite is Kimberly Kites. I love the colors in it. And the Ruby Star will be shipping mostly in December. And they do have a catalog. I'll show you the front of it. And I'm actually going to go through it and kind of show you a little bit so that you know, if you're somebody who loves Ruby Star, how you'll know if their basic is still in print. I'm going to walk you through. So this is also found on the Moda Fabrics website. If you just go to catalogs, it's the May 2022 catalog. This is Jen Hewitt. I can't remember the name of her first collection, but I do know this is her second. Here are some patterns. This is Petunia by Kimberly Kite, and there she is. Now, on this catalog, they do give you suggested coordinates in their different basics. Some patterns. Linear. And then this is the Pixel that I just showed you. There are going to be new tea towels. There are 4 different ones. There's a 2023 calendar, a Sew Essentials towel, a button towel, and a quilt block towel. And the quilt block towel comes in sets of 2. And these ship in October. They're going to have 3 pair of new socks, Strawberry, Presser Foot, and Starry. Those are also going to ship in October. They have 3 zipper pouches. I haven't seen these in person, but I'm assuming they're pretty small. They're 6 by 10. And I like the little hoop or the little like thing because you can put your wrist in it. They're going to have 3 or 4, I'm not sure if this one is new, but these 3 I know are new. Favorite Blocks, Daydream, and No UFOs. And then, oh, this one is new. This is the Ruby Star tote. You can actually get one now in this size, but they made a new one that will fit a 18 by 24 inch mat. And then the inside, it shows you it has like a little zipper. I don't have any samples of these to show you, or I would. These are going to be boxes of note cards, so they're empty inside. There are 5 new enamel zipper pulls that will ship in October. Alexia's, Rashida's, Melody's, Kimberly's, and Sarah's. And these always sell out, always. There are 3 notebook sets. So some have lined paper, some have dotted paper, some have blank. It's kind of a mixture of those. And these are Daydream, Beloved Animals, and Honey. I love the honey one. And this one is by Melody Miller, Sarah Watts, and Alexia Abig. These are existing notions from Ruby Star Society. We have all of them in stock at Fat Quarter Shop, but if some of these are little lunch pails, socks, and a little, it's like a little tin you can put mints in. But what I really wanted to show you in this catalog is, if you want to know if a fabric is in print, if it is in this book, they hope to reprint it. So if you're looking for RS4005 color 2, and it's not in here, that means it's out of print. I just made that number up, by the way. But if it's in here, it should be in print. So I use this as a guide of what to buy. So like Brushed, when it started out, it had like 30 colors. Now it has fewer. This is Hole Punch. Those were the 4 Hole Punch colors that I showed you. That was the name of that. Zip. So you can see some colors have been discontinued, but this is really helpful. If you're looking, you'll know that, okay, I should be able to find this at Fat Quarter Shop. This is Sugar by Sarah Watts, Starry, Warp and Weft, and then Speckled. Speckled is the #1 seller by far. But you can see some colors have been discontinued. And there are some 108s. I think there's 5 in here. And it says it right there. So that is Ruby Star. I have 2 more fabric companies to show you. So these are going to be the Riley Blake fabric collections. They're all of these shipped January, February 2023. For the exact date, just go to Fat Quarter Shop and everything is online. And when we buy these, we buy them on paper. So I'm showing you exactly what the sales rep brings to me. So this is Art Journal by Janet Wecker Fresh. And this collection is massive. So I'm going to try to talk through it. This is a panel that has 6 different seed type packets. This is a panel that has 10. And these are, yeah, I think they're like seed packets. These 3 are just running yardage. Running yardage. This is a bird panel. So there's 3 panels on this page. There's some more panels in a little bit. There's some bugs. And Kevin was freaking out when I saw those. Oh my gosh, the other day I had a scorpion that flew in my house. I'm not even kidding. I about died. I had my kids like trying to find it, and then Kevin came home and found it. I was about to die. And so this collection has, you know, lots of color and also lots of monochromatic. I think these are going to be really popular, and then there's a pink one also. There's a pink one right here. It's in another collection. You'll see there's a pink one somewhere that I love. Okay, so this one, these I think are, let me see if they're standalone. Yeah, these are 3 additional prints. Okay, this is different. This has never been done from Riley Blake before. They're calling these Art Journal book cover canvas panels. And they're 1 yard by 43 inch. And I'm assuming there's going to be some instructions on Riley Blake's website on how to make the booklet. So I'm interested to see how that does. This is called Songbook Serenade. It will be a free pattern on Riley Blake's website. Here is the other panel. Let me see. Yeah, this is the panels are used in this. This is a prepackaged quilt kit. It's called In the Wings Activity Quilt. It comes in a packaged box. And then this is going to be a free pattern. So I'll flip through it again, just so you can kind of look at the panels. I think there's 4 panels total, because this one is a panel, I believe. So that is Journal, Art Journal by Janet Wecker Fresh. Oh, here it is. Here's her pink. I was like, I know it's here. She has some basics that they're introducing. And I'm assuming these will stay in stock if they sell well. And here they are. And here's the part that I loved. I was like, I know that pink paper is somewhere. So I think this is going to be really popular. I'm definitely going to put that on the back of a quilt. So I'm hoping these stay as basics. Barbie Girl has always been really popular, or Barbie, I guess. It sells so crazy. It's this, I don't know much about Barbie, so I don't really know. The only thing I know is there's a felt panel, and it kind of gave me triggers because I saw all these, like, my kids say trigger. They're like, you triggered me. So now I'm using it to tell them they trigger me with their dirt. But these are the little, remember the little Barbie shoes? They would come off and you would step on them and oh, it would hurt. It's like Legos. So these are shoes. This is a felt panel. So I think it's a dollhouse. And it's a purse dollhouse, but it's felt. And we've never had a felt panel. So we'll see how that does. It's 36 by 54. And I guess they're little felt dolls that stick down. And this will be a free pattern. And then this one is just the same as this one. So that's Barbie Girl. This one is a play. This is called Down the Rabbit Hole by Jill Howarth. I might be saying that wrong. This is a play on Alice in Wonderland. And on this one, you will ignore the bottom prints. That is not part of the collection. I do think right here, these are like the little spades and clubs, like the little card hearts, and I think these will be popular. I don't know much about Alice in Wonderland. I've never seen it. These two panels are 1 yard. Well, they're actually bigger than a yard. Well, they're 36 by 43, so they're 1 yard, and one is white and one is navy. These are going to be free patterns called Alice's Party Panel. So I guess you make the teacup with the panel. It looks to be pretty big. That's a 78 by 86 quilt. This will also be a free pattern. And then these are just bigger prints of the collection. Eden is by Gabrielle Neal Designs, and we had her previous collection. It sold really well. And again, you would ignore the bottom prints. And I love the strawberry prints, the two strawberry prints. This one ships in February. And we did order both of these patterns. This pattern is called At a Glance by Wendy Shepherd and Fancy Schmancy by Wendy Shepherd, and we'll also have PDFs of those because she lets us sell her PDFs. And then these are bigger prints. This next one is Gingham Cottage by Heather Peterson, ships in February, and her book company is called Anka's Treasures, so she has patterns and books under that name. And I love this print right here and this one. Her fabrics always sell really well and really fast. This one does have a quilt kit and 108s. These three prints will be available in 108. This is Heart Blossoms, Plaid and Posies. Those will be patterns that we will have available. This is also a pattern, Twinkly Stars by Heather Peterson. And then this is going to be a boxed kit called Tulip Time Runner Boxed Kit. Really cute. I want to make this one. That's really pretty. The next collection I think is going to be really popular. This is actually me and Kevin's favorite from the whole bucket. It's called Hello Spring by Sandy Gervais. And Sandy, I mean, we've known her for 19 years and she is the nicest, one of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. She is so nice and so trendy and so pretty. I've never, she always has heels on at Quilt Market, and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't even wear heels to go to a restaurant. So this is Hello Spring. Love the colors. I even love the purples. These are panels. They are 1 yard panels. There is a cream and a blush, and I love this pattern right here. So I'm assuming they cut these out and then sewed them back together. And this will be a free pattern. And this will also be a free pattern. And so this right here, these come from these. So with one panel, you could make the center here and the center here. So it shows you how to use the whole panel. These are going to, this is my favorite from the whole line. I love this. I want to make this. It's called Peeps. So all of these are going to be patterns by Sandy Gervais that we will have in stock. This one is called Peeps, Hello Spring, Wind Farm, and Rest Stop. We might have to kit the Peeps. We might have to look into kitting the Peeps because it's so cute. So we might have to ask them for the pattern to see how it's written because that is so cute. I would make that. And then this is a new designer called Kindness Always, Etta V. I believe she's had one collection previously. And it's a very, it's like rainbows, butterflies, flowers, and it's got a watercolor feel to it. A little bit hard to see, but I'm assuming it's going to come out very watercolorish due to the backgrounds. And I think these rainbows are going to be very popular, but lots of like movement of color. And she also has 2 panels that are 1 yard. One is pink and one is navy. And I think the navy, it's kind of a little bit lighter than navy is what it's reading to me. This will be a free pattern and you could use either panel on the inside. All of the free patterns I'm mentioning will be on Riley Blake's website when the collections come out. And anything that I said is a paid pattern we will have on Fat Quarter Shop. We did, this one is a free pattern and this one I really like because I feel like it really shows off the fabrics really well. And this would be a great beginner pattern. So again, this is Kindness Always. So y'all will have to vote and tell me your top 3. I'll show you at the end and we'll vote on mine. This one is my favorite. This one is called Portsmouth. And I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but this is amazeballs. I love it. I cannot wait to see this on fabric. I think I even emailed them for sample yardage already. I love it. I love that it's not red. It's not pink. It's very original. And I'm not a lighthouse person, and I'm not an outdoorsy person, and I'm not even a beach person, but I love this. And I can't wait to see these because I think they're going to be good bindings. This one does have a kit that I love, and I'm actually volunteered to make it. So this is called Fly the Flag by Amy Smart. The designer of the collection is Amy Smart. I might have missed that. And this is, I'm definitely going to make this. It's called Fly the Flag. It comes in a box. This is the kit. These are going to be patterns by Amy Smart. This one is called Newcastle Beach, Land That I Love, Sugar House Star, and that is just delicious. So I love this one. So we'll go through, I'm going to show all of them to you and I'll tell you my top 3. So this is number 1 for me, Portsmouth, Kindness Always. This is another one of my favorites, Hello Spring. Gingham Cottage is my 3rd favorite. Eden, Down the Rabbit Hole, Barbie Girl, and then Journal Basics and Art Journal. So I love the variety they're offering. You've got traditional to, 1970s. I don't know, for me, Barbies, that just reminds me of the 70s. Lots of colors, but my favorite are Portsmouth, Hello Spring, and Gingham Cottage, and then this little pink notebook. So that is the new Riley Blake that we purchased, and it's all online to click to be notified when it arrives. And the last thing I get to show you today is from Free Spirit. So somehow this time we didn't end up with cap sets, or I would show you all of them, but I think I lost them. So this is Moon Garden by Tula Pink, and this one we are pre-selling it. We're pre-selling the pre-cuts and a kit. The kit is called Rise and Shine, and we always sell out of the kit. Now, I will tell you, when I saw this kit, I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so hard. So I want you guys to make it, but I would not sign up to make that because I would have to use so many pins. But it has been selling really well. This is a larger collection. Her last one was a little bit smaller, and this one has 2 colorways. So this is From Dusk palette. Let me see if I can make them all fit. So that's From Dusk colorways, and then this is Till Dawn. Ships in October, and you can find all the information online. Now this one has a snake, I believe, somewhere in here. I'm gonna find the snake. So this is flowers, owls. I believe there's a snake. Oh, they're calling this a snake, I think. I believe there's a snake in here somewhere. The snake's gonna get the owl. So that is Tula Pink. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We haven't really done one of these videos where it's not part of a live stream, but we have so many things planned for our live stream that we couldn't fit it in because we have too much other content. So we did this one as a standalone video. So let me know if you like it this way or as part of the live stream. I mean, obviously we can always mix and match. Let me know anything you loved that you saw, you know, anything, any kind of suggestions you have for me. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.